Hello, friends. We are officially starting topic 16.1, which is understanding perimeter. Our lesson objective is find the perimeter of different polygons. Remember, polygons are all closed shapes that have sides. So this would include triangles and anything moving forward from that. Rectangles, squares, trapezoids, hexagons, octagons, all of those. So anything with more than two sides. Now, our vocabulary for this week are perimeter, which is the distance around the outside of a shape, and polygon, which is a two-dimensional closed shape with straight sides. So, what is perimeter? Perimeter is the distance around the outside of a shape. P is the sum of all sides. So here we have a rectangle. When we start to count the sides, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides on the top length. When you continue to count the sides, you realize that the length of the top side is going to be the same as the length of the bottom. So if you have 6 on top, you will have 6 on the opposite side of that shape. So here we have 6, which means down here it is also going to be 6. When you have a shape like this, the opposite side is going to be the same. This is for rectangles and triangles. Now, the opposite sides are the same. It does not mean that all sides are the same. The width of this would be considered 2, and the width of that opposite side that reflects it is also 2. So the perimeter is what you're going to do is you're going to add all of these numbers up. You have 6, 2, 6, and 2. So you would do 6 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2. 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 4, which gives you 16 units. If there is not a defined feet, inches, meters, you would then say units. Now it's your turn. Find the perimeter of the shape by finding the sum of all sides. P is the sum. So pause it here and see how many units you think this is. So if I were going to count, I would say that the width of this is 3. And knowing that it is a square, when you find the perimeter of one side, you then know the length of the other sides. This is only, though, with squares. If the length is 3, the width is also going to be 3. So you would then have 3, 3, 3, and 3. Again, this is with squares. They will have the length of one side will be the length for all sides. So in this case, when you add 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, you get 12 units. Remember, you are just counting the outsides. When I do this, I like to tally it. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So find the perimeter of the shape by finding the sum of all of the sides. So this is a rectangle. Pause it here and see if you can figure out the perimeter. All right, so we have 3 units on the length of the top. 1, 2, 3 units. My side is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 units. So if the top is 3, the opposite line is also going to be 3. If this is 4, the opposite side is also going to be 4. So I will add these all up, which would be 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3. This would give me a total of how many units? Well, when you count these, you again can do 4 plus 4 is 8, 3 plus 3 is 6, and add 8 and 6 together to give you 14. Another way is you could simply go around the shape. Tally it off as you do it though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Remember, perimeter is the outside of a shape. So you will see things that are not rectangles or squares, and you will see shapes like this. Troy made a drawing of his garden. Each square in the grid has a side length of 1 foot. Find the distance around Troy's garden. Then use grid paper to draw a different garden with the same distance around. So when we look at this, we can count the top. And as we do this, we want to remember that each side here is going to be different. We cannot do opposite sides like we did with squares and rectangles. Here we just have to tally the sides. So we have so far 1, 2, 3 at top. And then this side we have 1, 2. We have to include this single unit here, which is 1. This side has 2 units. This side has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. This side has 1, 2. This little nook has 1. And this side has 2 units. So when you are doing this, you need to add all of these together. So this is a long number sentence. It is 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 5 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2. This would give us how many units? Well, when we add them all together, we get 18 units. But in this case, it says that each side is 1 foot. So instead of using units, we would say it is 18 feet. Now, using your grid paper, you can make your own shape that has 18 feet or 18 units around. If you don't have grid paper, that is okay. You can draw a shape on its own and then just write the amount of inches or feet that each side would be. So what is the perimeter of the garden shown in the diagram below? How do you know what unit of measurement you are using? So before, in the question before, it told us that it was going to be 1 foot each. So we then knew that when you were doing the perimeter of that shape, it would be in feet. Here, to figure out what form of measurement you're using, you look at the key. It says that 1 square equals 1 foot. So when we're doing this, this would be 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, 4, 5, 6. 6 feet. Then the sides would be, this side would be 1, 2, 3 feet. The bottom portion would be 1, 2, 3 feet. This little nook is 1. And then this side is 1, 2, 3 feet. And this side is 2 feet. You would write a number sentence to do 6 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2, which would give you 18 feet. Because we know what the unit of measurement is, we would say feet instead of units. Units is when you do not have a key to represent what you're using or the word problem does not tell you. So remember again, if the number sentence is too long, you can easily go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. When you do this though, I can't do it on the computer, but you can tick it off so you don't double count your squares. So now it's your turn. You have 2 shapes here. that you need to try it on your own. You have a couple pages to do in your workbook. Now would be the time to go do that. Pause it here, answer these, and try your own workout.